team, how are we doing? Starman here, and it's good to have you back. I thought I'd jump in and just have a quick chat about the tariffs that have just hit and the latest update with PSA's tariff regulations. So probably, was it mid to late March, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, Trump came in with the tariffs that was going to affect these particular countries here. So Canada, China, Mexico, and, not a surprise that he's targeting these places, all right? So it wasn't a huge surprise. It was a bit of a surprise, though, that he then changed some of those policies, and now the tariffs have gone much wider, much broader across the world. So now here in Australia, we are getting affected by it as well, which is really rough. And look, for an individual like myself and many others, we can wait. All right, we're patient. We can wait. It doesn't really affect us right now. I'm not gonna be going to submit any cards right now because I don't want to pay a huge tariff percentage. It's just not going to happen. All right, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to hold off, like many other people are as well. It is definitely going to affect middleman services that rely on people submitting through them, which, that sucks. That's really, really annoying. So I guess, for those businesses, are they just going to be relying on grading companies within their own country? So for Australia, we've got a few grading services that we have here. Are people just going to go and jump onto other services? Are they going to go through Beckett? What are they going to do? I don't know. I know for me, I'm just going to hold off completely. I like PSA, and I find that when I'm moving my product and selling my product, that PSA just sells so much better than everything else. Like, for example, TCG. I like the slabs, guys. I like the TCG slabs, okay? This is them here. I've got a Celebi and a Jirachi Amazing Rare, right? And the back, they do the subgrades, which is fantastic. I really like it. Yeah, I think it's a really clean cut of way they do the card. I like the black and gold. I've gone through these before, guys. They just don't move quickly, right? I struggle to sell these or any card graded through these companies. TCG, sometimes CGC. I've graded through SGC. That's sometimes been slow as well. PSA just seems to be pretty consistent all the time, which is why I usually grade through them with majority of my stuff. It just sucks that now that these tariffs have come in, that they've halted all submissions from around the world. Now, if you've already gotten in before that certain cutoff, your cards are fine. It's all good. If you've already sent them off before the cutoff, you're all good. You don't have to pay that additional tariff, and your cards are still going to get seen, graded, and then sent back. So here we go. So this email got sent out a while ago. The other day. To my email and others as well, obviously, and it's on PSA's website now as well. So due to US tariffs announced on Wednesday, April 2nd, PSA will temporarily be pausing the acceptance of PSA grading submissions directly to its US facilities, including through psacard.com, from customers located in all countries outside of the US. Now, before it was just these guys, all right? This is an expansion on the previously announced restrictions to people within these countries here. And it sucks that Trump has, gone out and picked on these guys to begin with, because they're, neighbor, in an economical battle, for power. So, he's tactically picked these guys, and now it's everyone. So why is PSA making this update? PSA is reluctantly taking these measures to protect our international customers from significant tariff expenses. The newly imposed tariffs are against the value of the items in order rather than on the PSA service fee. The table below provides an illustrative example of the tariff charges that would be incurred by us, which is on top of PSA's grading fees, shipping expenses. So this is their little table here. So the value of order, if you've got a $500 value of order there, you've got a 10% tariff, which it could be $50 for that, or a 20% tariff, $100 on top. So these are additional charges that you would have to pay on top of your normal service fee and the shipping expenses as well. Now, there is a few extra pieces of information here. So if you are a customer in Japan, all submissions to PSA must be submitted to our full-scale grading operations in Tokyo, which is not currently impacted. So if you are in Japan, okay, you're outside the US, yes, but if you are in Japan, they're still taking submissions to the Tokyo PSA Submission Center, I assume, okay? Same in Canada, in Halifax, in Nova Scotia. So for customers in Canada, submissions can still be made by dropping off in hand or sending cards off to our official PSA Submission Center in Halifax. So these are the two only places that they've listed that outside the US that are still currently taking submissions, okay? If you're outside like I am, they're not. We're currently working on solutions to allow our PSA customers outside of the US, Japan, and Canada to continue submitting via PSA authorized dealers. Shout out to the boys at Slabbed. They are an authorized dealer. We will soon provide updates on the resumption of submissions for customers impacted globally as we are working on solutions in real time. With this play, customers outside the US will be temporarily unavailable to complete direct submissions in the online submission center. Should any submissions be completed and sent to the US from these countries, customers who send them will be financially responsible for any tariffs, duties, and other taxes incurred by PSA. All right, so that is huge. Be really careful. If you can hold off, just hold off. You don't need to jump in right now and get everything done. Wait and see what's going to happen. It's a real watch this space scenario at the moment. All right, we don't know how long this is going to last. It's going to be a couple months. Are they then going to be a bit more lenient? We don't know. Also, while these tariff regulations are in place, customers from outside of the US who send graded cards to the PSA vault for storage will also be responsible for any tariff charges incurred by PSA. Currently, shipping graded cards to the PSA vault from outside of the US is not encouraged. Okay, don't do it if you're outside the US. There's been lots of questions already, and these guys would be getting pumped with questions right now, and their team would be having to be working overtime to sort out the solutions and to reply to people's questions and things like that. So, you know, look here, I already shipped my order from Canada to PSA before the tariff regulations took effect. Will my submission be impacted? No, okay, not if you got in before the particular date. So if you got in before certain dates, you're all sorted, guys. It should be all good. So yeah, look, it's really rough. For me, like I said, I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna be sending to anyone else because I know I'm not gonna get the my value for money on what I think the card or the slab is worth. So for me, there's no point in sending off to other companies because one, you're gonna get less money for the card, and two, it's just much slower selling the product, I have found. So, you know, as much as you might want to support other companies that aren't being affected by this, you know, if I'm in Australia, I'll look at Australian grading companies, or if you're in the UK, there's quite a few as well. So it's down to individuals, but for me, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to try and be patient and wait. It sucks though, because I am a member with PSA, and you do get some pretty nice member prices. So $16.99 yeah, with Collectors Club. So I have 36 cards that I've just plugged in that I was going to get graded with this price here, and I've got 20 cards with the value bulk $19.99 special, Collectors Club only. So those two submissions that I have not quite finished on their site are just going to have to stay unfinished for now, because I'm not going to be paying for that to go through and then have to pay all these massive tariffs on the submission. So it's not going to happen. So yeah, patience is what I am encouraging people. Patience. Just wait, see what happens. There could be some changes in a month, maybe sooner, maybe longer, we don't know. And I'm sure PSA will give out more information in real time as they get it as well. So they're not going to keep anyone in the dark. They're going to keep us pretty updated. We do apologize to our customers outside the US for this inconvenience, and we appreciate your understanding and patience. We'll further provide updates as they become available, as we strive to keep PSA authentication and grading services accessible to all collectors worldwide. Hashtag watch this space, I guess. I'm peaking that I couldn't get these 2 submissions in on time, but it is what it is. Nothing else I can do, nothing else you can do at home. So we just have to wait and see what's going to happen with all of this, and then hopefully we can start to send off more of our cards and they can come back in their beautiful little slab. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment, say good day, and subscribe if you're new. Starman out. Peace.